Today is a vast improvement on yesterday for many reasons. Number one, I got a good coffee. Number two, the weather looks sensational. And number three, we have Scott Gray at the wheel, local fishing guru. Seriously, today the tuna are in big trouble. There is a lot of activity out here this morning. We're just watching for the birds, what they're up to. Fish are obviously down deep, but it's a matter of time until it literally explodes. Oh, yep, we're on.
I got it, I'll get it.
Go, mate, go. And that's why you troll a lure, even though you're casting a stick bait. We are on. Great advice from Scotty there. He said, just leave those skirts out the back. And Lukey, what do you think about that, mate?
Yeah, awesome.
Bit of good weather and the fish come.
This is a good fish.
I'll get this lure in.
That's why it always pays just to have a skirt at the back, even when you're casting at them. Because when those fish go down, they might swim under the boat and see that skirt and eat it.
And that was amazing, mate. We were hardly even moving forwards. That skirt might have even been dropping through the water column.
Yeah.
And great advice. Just keep looking for those birds. The fish weren't really stacked up really tight, which we are expecting it later. So always keep a second string on your bow. I love it.
When you're hooked up to a fish, you got to keep in contact with the fish so the hook doesn't just roll out of its mouth.
Now when you say keep in contact, obviously you are in contact, there's a hook in it.
Yeah.
But is it all about keeping that line as tight as it can be without breaking it?
Yep, as tight as you can go, but you don't need to go too tight on the drag.
We're fishing braid for these tuna today too, so it's important to have that drag perfect so the fish can pull line when it needs to, because there's no give, is there?
No.
Coming at you, is he?
Yeah. Should always do that first big one. Usually when they see the boat, they do another big one.
Here it goes.
Here we go.
That spool. This is just ridiculous. Luke has been hooked up for 15 minutes. Look at the Southern Bluefin Tuna busting out of the water there. If Luke doesn't hurry up, I might have a cast while he's hooked up. Look at them fish. Look. So this is a crucial moment. That fish is no more than 10 metres from the boat. There is no stretch in the system at all. Just got to take your time. This is when big fish are lost. This bloke, he knows what he's doing. He ain't going to lose this one. Well done, mate. I do have one serious question, Luke.
Yeah?
What's with the footwear?
Oh.
Can't afford shoes, mate. Times are tough.
No, it's good because if it's cold, you just have the socks on, and when it heats up, you just take them off and you're in thongs, summer wear.
Luke, you're not selling it to me, mate. You're not selling it at all. Check this out. Must be a Warrnambool thing, I'm thinking. Okay, this time, his head's going to pop up, and we'll just swing him on that circle back towards your net. Still not ready. No, not ready. It's all good. Look at that tail, just thump. Guide it around. And that is how we roll.
Awesome.
Now, when this young man rang me about 2 days ago and said, Paul, if we get good weather, we will catch Southern Bluefin Tuna, I trusted him because I know he knows his stuff. Then, when I had a chance meeting with Scotty Gray, I thought, everything's just lining up beautifully. And this is the result. Wait till you see this beautiful fish. Right up, man? Yes! Well, how's that for a cracker fish? Most people in Port Fairy wouldn't have even had time to get out of bed and had breakfast yet. And Luke, you have caught what would be for most young people the fish of a lifetime.
Yeah.
How special are these things?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Southern Bluefin Tuna, so important for these regions. They bring tourists, they come along, they catch them, you can let them go, you can eat them. One of the best eating fish going fresh. This one will be driving home to Mount Martha tonight, and I'll be having sashimi with the family. Can I have this side?
Yep, I'll the other one.
Sold! Love his work. It's a two-prong attack this morning, running these tiny little skirts behind the boat. The beauty of these, they represent the white bait these tuna are feeding on. At the same time, we're going to throw stick baits. We're chucking stick baits as we stop these things drift down, look exactly like the bait those tuna are eating, and bang, you've matched the hatch and caught a fish. Oh, you got him! Stay tight on him.
Here I am. There we go.
Well done, Lukey. I'll get mine out of the way. They were hot to trot, weren't they? And that is what it's all about. Scotty saw birds about 800 metres away. Thought we'll go and try them. There's a few boats around today. If you can get to the tuna before the other boats get to them, they haven't seen a lure yet for the day, you're a much better chance of hooking up. Raced over, they busted up everywhere. And wait, first cast into them, mate?
Yep.
Well done.
How good is this, Paul? Sight casting fish on the surface, especially when I should be at school, it's nothing better than catching a fish on a stick bait while it's skipping across the surface.
Don't tell the teachers, mate.
Nah.
They'll all want to come and do it. Are your mum and dad are both teachers?
Yep.
Oh, you got an in, mate. Just tell them to tell the principal it's all good. So who got you into fishing, mate?
My dad did.
Yep. Bit of a gun angly old man.
Yeah.
What does he love to catch?
He loves catching trout, tuna, kingfish,
Well,
all on lures.
You live in the right part of the world for today. That's what you like doing, is it, on lures?
Yep, everything on lures.
Yeah, nice.
And light tackle too.
Well, speaking of light tackle, you got some light tackle there for a tuna, mate.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a nice long fight and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There he comes, coming up fast now.
How good is this fish? I'm hooked up to a tuna right now, and about 500 metres that way, I can see more tuna busting up. Oh, what happened?
It was just the perfect release. Look at that fish go. So the lure I'm using is Rapala long cast shallow. It's 12 centimetres long. There's no bib. It goes just below the surface, just above the surface. We bang it onto the schools of tuna, wind as quick as we can. What we're looking for is a reaction bite. They just see it, go bang. Before they know it, they got a little hook in their mouth. It's literally been like 60 seconds and we're back on fish straight away.
We're on. That one.
That just got hit?
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
And we're on again.
Yep.
Literally 2 minutes and this thing has come through. I don't know what's going on here because it hasn't done the big bolt yet. Might be a smaller fish. But we're casting at tuna out the starboard side of the boat. Oh, look at the port side of the boat.
There we go.
And this rod goes off. And this is just such an incredible thing. Scotty said last night, the early bite is so crucial. And they always say the early bird gets the worm, and literally he said, get out there, the fish will be up, the birds will work, no one will have thrown lures at them. And it would have been easy to stay in bed an extra half hour because you're tired after fishing all day yesterday, but you get up, you get out here in the ocean, and special things happen. And this is just so cool. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am. And these guys can, swim at up to 70 kilometres an hour. There are stories they are one of the quickest fish in the ocean. I believe the sailfish, the wahoo, and maybe even the thresher shark may have that title, but these things do go hard. And bluefin tuna are what they call a ram ventilator. If you look at a fish in a fish tank, you'll see its gills opening and closing, and that's because it's breathing through its gills. But tuna can't open and close their gills. If they do that, it'll stuff their aerodynamics. They won't be able to swim as quick. So they leave their gills closed, and over time they develop this ram ventilation where they just move forward. They punch oxygenated water in over their gills, and that's why they can move so quick. If these things stop moving, they basically die. So they are the ultimate engine. They just go, go, go. So traditionally people think bluefin tuna, Jaguar 80 wides, TLD 50s, etc. But this is the sort of gear we like to use on these fish. It's a Saragossa SW saltwater 10,000, holds about 350 metres of 50-pound fins braid. The rod, it's a Therese. It's got so much backbone, rated 40 to 80 pounds. Great thing is it's got a nice light tip, but you've got the power. You can really, really lift these fish. If you do happen to hook a 100 kilo fish, you've still got a chance of landing it, which is a big positive. Here he is, Lukey. I'm just using the boat to slowly get close to this fish. I'll pull him around, and you get him on the next one. He has totally swallowed this skirt, and well done. This is incredible. I don't want to harp on it. Bring this fish up if you can lift him, mate. Put him on the floor of the boat. We've literally been fishing. When I say fishing, we've had lines in the water for about 3.5 minutes. 2 southern bluefin tuna on the deck. That is one very, very special fish. Well, how's that for a beautiful southern bluefin tuna? Believe it or not, these things grow to 40 years of age. That's the barrels they catch in these parts. And man, do they catch some big barrels. This fish, I'm tipping about 5 years of age. The perfect eating fish. We've got a couple in the slurry. We get another one that's going back. That's what it's all about. Take the ones you need, put the others back. There'll be plenty for the future. Are you excited, Lukey?
Yeah.
I tell you how excited he is. He's dropped the socks.